Moms are going to teach, dads are going to teach. Moms are going to teach because moms got sayings. Moms have got phrases. My mom had them, and some of you have them. I know you do. You know how I know? Because you had moms, and they had moms, and they had moms. And these phrases have been passed down through the generations. You can find these phrases on cave walls written in pictograph form by Neanderthal females. If there was more than one way to accomplish a task, my mom would say this: well, you know, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Mom, how do you know that? That's creepy. If Mom didn't want to stand out late at a party, she would say this: I don't want you staying out at that party till the last dog is hung. I'm going to come home after they hang the first dog. What kind of party do you think I'm going to? It's youth group. We're not Methodists. No, we weren't. She also didn't want to stay out till the cows came home. She would say, I don't want you to stay out till the cows come home. Mom, I've lived here my whole life. Cows have never come home. I don't think they know they live here. Or they might have seen what you did to the cat. Cows are not stupid. She also didn't, if we left the front door open, she'd lose her mind. You left the front door open. Were you born in a barn? I don't know. You were there. It's like you might jot that detail in the baby book. That's in case the cows come home. Can't work a knob with their cloven hooves. So if you're worried, parents, moms, if you're worried about saying something dumb, and your children laughing at you, this is my gift to you. All you have to do is start speaking with a British accent. Because no matter what you say with a British accent, you sound like a genius. I dropped my phone in the toilet. Brilliant. I don't want you staying out until the cows come home. There's more than one way to skin a cat. All of those things sound better, but if you really want to kick it up to the next level, you should start doing this immediately. Convert your regular everyday phrases into Shakespeare. Then you can say it with the British accent and with Shakespeare. For example, don't ask, are you wearing clean underwear? Say, are thy nether regions with unsullied undergarments now currently enrobed? Instead of saying, your face is going to freeze like that, say, and with that expression shall thy visage be eternally affixed. But my favorite one is, and if your friends jumped off of a bridge, would you do it too? Wouldst thou do likewise, were from a trestle thy cohorts to bound? And instead of just reading fairy tales, instead of just talking about once upon a time there were 3 bears, say this. In a cottage in the woods dwelt a sloth of 3 Bruins, a patriarch, a matriarch, and a filial juvenile. One day, while busily toiling at the tutelage of her tot, Mama Bear found herself unceremoniously and unexpectedly interrupted. Up and away, good family, said Papa. I would peregrinate the coppice about this residence, and pray thee bless my soul with thy company whilst I thither proceed. Mama replied, I will buy with you, sell with you, talk with you, walk with you, and so following. But give us your kin account, good sire, for this walk thou hath so quick conspired. From our hut this day shall rudely shew us thy motive for such acts impetuous. Porridge, she replied, that ardent broth. It's boiling, broiling, blistering, burning, febrile, fevered, fervent, fervile, fiery. Incandescent, scorching, scalding, searing, sweltering, sultry, torrid. How else to say it? It's too hot. Baby Bear added, you forgot igneous and thermogenic. However stated, said Papa, I'll not suffer my mouth these mocking molten maladies. Mama replied, for a charm of powerful trouble, porridge like a hell broth boil and bubble, to worry thy tongue takes no trifling heat, as from stinger-filled hives it's been known to eat. We go, and lo, left they their cottage, uninhabited. Presently there happened upon the Bruins' forsaken flat a minor maiden, christened Goldilocks. Pity this poor girl with parentage who, when considering offspring forename, are principally persuaded by the hue of their hair. Pity all the more her younger siblings, her sister, Brownylocks, and their infant brother, follicle-free, Baldylocks. Approaching front door and finding it immovable, and demonstrating either a complete lack of regard for or a ignorance of jurisprudence, produced she from her pinafore a plenary pack of lockpicks and proceeded post-haste to unfetter the entrance. The first pick was too large. The second pick was too small, but the third pick was just right, and brazen crept she onward across the family's forgotten foil. Then, aghast, and decried she, gross, it smells like animals in here. I'm allergic to pet dander. A swoon in fetter she sought to sit, for fear that to olfactory oppression she would soon succumb. But alas, of the three proximate chairs, the first two her refined fanny fancied not. And the third, while of suitable size and softness, proved itself with splintering finality incapable of bolstering her bulk. Hunger's painful pang preempted any penitent pondering for fractured furnishings, and presently pressed her in purposeful pursuit of a pantry. And lo, upon kitchen table, in 3 earthen bowls before her starving eyes, what did lie? Wouldst anyone hazard to guess? Wouldst anyone hazard to guess? Porridge, that said same cereal, which hitherto hath rendered this very cottage in vacant vulnerability. Cast she a gluttonous gaze over the breakfast bounty, and behold, the first brimming bowlful balefully burned. Baby Bear would say 'twas igneous or thermogenic. The second setting served a ghastly gelid gruel, but the third offering proved just right, causing the maiden to exclaim, gross! I'm allergic to gluten. Eager to further forge the furnishings for fortune, she ascended the stairs and loitered on the landing for surveillance sake. In the boudoir spied she a triad of trundles. Sometimes people put money in the mattresses, spake she aloud, being incapable of cogitation without articulation. Precisely then, 1 floor down, fresh returned from hinterland excursion, Bear Brood surveys their abode's assailable archway. But soft, said Mother, what light through yonder doorway breaks? To lock front portal but a moment takes. Papa Bear, didst thou sure and deft secure this front door before we left? Agitated, Papa replied, doth our kind in the woods make toilet? Right? It was Baby Bear's astute observation that supplied the truth. My father's duties have not been shirked. Rather, this access a burglar has worked. Our sanctum is breached, cried Papa, and flew he forward through the foyer. Someone's been sitting in my chair, Mama replied. From the marks on my chair, I am inclined to deduce it has hosted a foreign behind. But by far the most piteous cries emanate from their youth. Along with front door justly lamented, behold my chair also fragmented. To render it thusly, what cur hath nerve? For this brutal treatment it doth not deserve. Bear brood then round kitchen table surveys the status of their forsaken cereal. And Mama said, "Friends, Bruins and countrymen, lend me your ears. Behold, more reason for shedding your tears. Each bowl sampled, we are provoked. Earned not these indignities to which we are yoked." Papa exclaimed, "Doubtless mischief's consequences terminate on this floor," and heedless headed the aggregate upstairs, invading their incognizant intruders' intense inspection of their interiors. Using the aggregate power of her consternated argot, Goldilocks exclaimed, "Bears? I am allergic to being mauled." Struck by her miserable countenance, Papa Bear, with unexpected commiseration, spaketh softly, "Frailty, thy name is woman. Though our hospitality thou hast affronted, we shall not with malice respond, nor shall we thy evil reciprocate." But alas, to her layman's ears, the bear's vernacular proved too much, and construed she his enunciations as To her imminent exit acquiesced, and parrying her excited egress, Baby Bear exclaimed, "Parting is such sweet sorrow." Momentarily abreasting her departure, the amazed maiden marveled, Did that little bear just talk? Prompting Baby Bear to proffer politely, "Though to thee I seem grisly, be ye not fooled. My speech is fluent, for I am homeschooled."